Hey everyone, so glad you're back to Vibing with Vicky. I'm excited about being here today and I'm very excited about our topic for this evening. But once again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Just start clicking those buttons, to typing everybody, texting them, letting them know it's time to tune in for Vibing with Vicky. Call your friends, get on the phone, whatever it is you need to do, because this subject we have tonight is something everyone is going to want to hear. Also, please remember to tune in to Nas 716 Studio right here live on Facebook. Every Monday through Thursday, we have at 6 p.m. On Mondays, we have Clearing the Mist with Ken Hamilton. Tuesday, again, is myself, Vibing with Vicky. Wednesday is Face Matters with Dr. Nasir Khan, and Thursday is Mind Your Business with Nas. I'm excited about all of those broadcasts or podcasts that are coming on this week. If you haven't heard any of them, tune in, because when they talk about minding your business, that's every aspect of the business. So you really want to tune into that. Hey, this is one of my dear, what I call her, my forever friend, Evangelist Larice Carr. Thank you for joining us today. I'm excited. Hey, Auntie. This is my girl, Anna Williams. Thank you. Hey, Brianna. So glad you tuned in. This is one of my nieces. She's out there doing her thing. Mwah! Let me blow you a kiss. So glad you tuned in today. I'm sure you'll get something out of it. Let's just give everybody a minute to tune in, to text their friends, because we got some stuff to talk about today. This is one of the subjects I've been trying to get away from, but again, we are going to tune in. Thank you, forever friend. This is my cousin, Debbie Greenlee. Hey, cousin. Cincy is in the house, Cincinnati. I'm so glad you're here with me today. I just appreciate the love from everyone. Come on, I want to see some guys tune in, because this is going to get some kind of deep tonight. So I want to see these men tune in tonight as well. I'm looking for Al to tune in. Come on, Will. Also, I just want to give big ups to all the black business owners, because this is Black Business Month, the month of August. So for all of you out there doing your thing, big ups to you. Keep up the good work. Don't you give up. Don't you quit. I just believe that God got something even bigger in store for you. If you just stay faithful over small things, he will make you ruler over many. So keep up the good work. We want to support our black business owners, because hey, that's what we should do, right? That's how we promote each other. That's how we pass on the love. So let's get out there to those boutiques, those barbershops, those salons, those nail techs, get those eyelashes done, whatever it is, skincare, that black business owner. This is your month. Make yourself known. We want to see you out there and we support you. That's right. Black Business Month. You see it out there, go out there, find them, support them, get their cards, pass them along. If they're doing it and they're doing it right, we want to support them, right? All right. So I want to I just want to start off by saying I was looking for a book. I was out going to do a group, and then I ran into this book, and it was a children's book. And I said, well, let me just toss through here just a little bit and see what's going on. And boy, just in those few minutes as I read through this quick little book, and you will see what it is in a minute, it began to speak to me. Every time I get on the podcast, I try and avoid a lot of the relationship stuff because I've done a lot of that for years. Yes. Thank you, Evangelist Carr. Support. And I said, I felt that pulling again. Nope, you got to get on here, Vicky, and you have to talk about this subject. And you're not going to let it go until it's time to let it go, right? So I'm going to start with a little video clip. I'm asking everybody tune into this video clip. It's just a children's book. It's about 4 minutes, and it's called The Missing Piece Meets the Big O. The Missing Piece Meets the Big O. And this is a Silverstein book, and you will find it very interesting, but we're going to put the video up for you, the YouTube video. So at that time while the video is playing, start thinking about your little questions. And the topic we have for tonight is weight. I'm talking to you today, and I'm saying weight. And you're going to find out why I'm talking about weight. And I mean weight in your spirit, weight in your mind, weight in your body. I hear the word weight when I hear about this book, and you're going to find out why as you see this video clip.
It's the Big O by Shel Silverstein. The missing piece sat alone, waiting for someone to come along and take it somewhere.
Will I be able to get some of the sound over here?
Some fit, but could not roll. Others could roll, but did not fit. One didn't know a thing about fitting, and another didn't know a thing about anything. One was too delicate. One put it up on a pedestal and left it there. Some had too many pieces missing. Some had too many pieces, period. More came. Some looked too closely. Others rolled right by without noticing. It tried to make itself more attractive. It didn't help. It tried being flashy, but that just frightened away the shy ones. At last, one came along that fit just right. But all of a sudden,
Okay, so now we've seen the first part of this video, or this YouTube video, and this is about the missing piece meets the big O. So let's talk about a few things that happened. Now we had this missing piece out there. We have a little echo. We have a little echo. Okay, so we've seen this missing piece out there trying to find the piece that fit. Did you hear that? I got to say it again. You're trying to find the piece that fits in your life. Okay, that's what this little piece was out there doing. I got to find the missing piece. I know I'm connected to something bigger. I like that too, that this missing piece wasn't just connected to the equal size, but it was connected to something bigger. And see, when you connected to something bigger, you don't just find that person right away. I want to talk about this missing piece. He knew, or she knew, something was missing. And we all know that. We're born with that. We're connected. Because, hey, guess what? When we're being carried by our mothers, we're connected to someone. It's called the umbilical cord. But they're connected. And then when the baby comes out, there's a disconnect. And that's why the first thing they do is lay that baby on the mother, because it says touch. People survive by touch. And then there was an experiment they did out there. Me and someone was talking about it not too long ago, where the baby wasn't able to be touched for a long time. I believe I was talking to my cousin. And then there was a baby that was touched, and how the one that wasn't touched didn't survive as well, didn't do so good out there in life. But I want to pause, because one of the things it doesn't show about this missing piece is that when it was by itself, did it get to know itself? When you're by yourself, are you getting to know yourself? That's the most important thing before you start going out there trying to make connections, right? Who am I? If you don't know who you are, other people will judge that for you. They will tell you who you are. And when other people start to tell you who they are, a lot of times they don't always build you up, right? They tear you down, especially when they want to control you. So that missing piece, start trying to connect. This didn't work. That didn't work. And then I find that people sometimes connect because guess what? We've gotten connected in a more intimate way now, and we have a child together. But do that mean that is the missing piece? Think about that. I need somebody to talk back to me today. I need Val, somebody to text in and talk to me and let me know, just because we had a child, does that mean that this is the right connection? Think about it. I'm not hearing anything from my guys tonight. Did you connect? Oh, come on, Al. Thank you, family. I appreciate my brother-in-law being out there. Okay, Clarence, always sharing, thank you, thank you, thank you. But I want to know, just because they had that child together, does that mean that was the right connection? And people will try and make that work, because as we go on and see that video, you see how the piece was trying to hold on to a whole lot of pieces and to one piece, and it didn't connect. Yes. They was trying to hold on, though, because they had something together. That piece was like, I'm going to hold on to these pieces. Why? Because of my own. Thank you, Clarence. He said no. Just because they have a child together doesn't mean that's the right connection. It just means that they made some kind of connection. But was it the right connection? And we know that many times with these missing pieces that you'll try and force it to work. And we seen that in the video. He was trying to force those pieces in there. I'm going to make this thing work. Why? Because we had this baby. I've seen people do this for years and be unhappy. Life is too short to be unhappy. Life is, that bears repeating. Life is too short to be unhappy. So he said he got this first one. Thank you, thank you. I hear Evangelist Carr said, no, they are familiar or comfortable. She is exactly right. That's what happened. And guess what? They'll be like, Dad, every time I get in a relationship, the same thing keep happening. I don't know why this keep happening. Because just like Evangelist Carr just said, because you keep dating the familiar, the kind that you're comfortable with. I like rough boys. I like the ones with the Timbs on. And, I like the ones that hang out at the club. Yes, life is too short. Thank you, cuz. Because so you keep getting the same thing because you keep dating the same kind, the ones that don't fit. But you be unhappy. You be unhappy. So now I like what the missing piece did. Pay attention. This was one of the most important things that people miss it all the time. When I'm talking to groups live, I said, and I want y'all to text in. I want y'all to just comment into me right now. What happened when the piece didn't fit? Or the other pieces didn't fit in with the missing piece. What did that missing piece do? And and they call it the missing piece. Okay, I hear you, cuz no. And once you're free, there's nothing like that. She said, once you're free, it's nothing like that freedom. I hear you, cuz. I want to see you some love too. She said, that's right. What? Come on. I need y'all to talk back to me today. Get some friends on this line. I want to hear what happened with that missing piece when it didn't fit. What did that missing piece do? Oh, because we're going to talk about that thing today. What did the missing piece do, though, when it didn't fit? Come on, I need to see some comments hitting this screen. Think about it. Did it stay there? What happened? Okay, we got some loading stuff going. Talk to me. You see, I don't have anything.
What do you see, sorry?
Sign in to start watching. Must be your TV channel.
Well, I did something.
Okay, so anyway, talk to me. I want to see what happened. I'm sorry we had a little technical difficulties, but we coming back and I'm still here. I want to talk about that when it didn't connect with the right piece, when the others just couldn't fit in with it. Thank you, Daniel. Moved on. Daniel got it. Thank you, Daniel. That's exactly what it did. Evangelist Scott said it kept trying to no avail. Yes, it kept trying to no avail to find the right piece. All right, BB, she said it didn't work out right. He kept trying until he found the right spot. Come on. That's my niece right there. Come on now. Sending love back. Thank you, cuz. Kept trying. But this is the first thing it did. It moved on. If it's not working, move on. And I want to say to male and female, set your standards. Take time out to write that on paper. That's how important you are. You're going to set your standard. You're going to write that on paper. So anybody, that piece that come up that isn't lined up with your standards that you have written down, move on. Baby, no baby. Some people have houses together, property together, whatever. Guess what? We got to figure this out because it's not going to work, because it says unity is agreement and advancement. Unity is agreement and advancement. So if we have united together and we're not going to a bigger piece and better things aren't happening to us together, that's not unity. That piece don't fit. I want to say to my sisters right now, if that person has put their hands on you, disconnect. Move on. Get your mind out. And I've seen people be in these relationships for 14, 15, 20 years, 30 years. Thank you for showing that. I love my producer. Put the right shows, pictures up at the right time. Disconnect until it's the right fit. And don't let somebody talk you into saying they hit you one time, they will hit you again. Disconnect. Whoever you are right now, disconnect. Move on, because that's not the right piece. That's not the fit. Okay, and it said it started trying out different pieces. One was too flashy, one had too many, one was just, looking too deep and too close. That's right. I hear you. Evangelist Carr said, run away fast. Exactly. Get out of there. Okay, I'm going to tell you something from experience. I stayed too long. Because we as women say to ourselves, and we'll say it to our friends, I love him. He's going to change. And we think, because we're nurturers by nature, that we can change that person. That person has to want to change. Because remember, I started this whole story, this podcast, by saying, know who you are. Know what your goals are. Know what you desire to do in your career. Okay, that's right, Daniel. That goes for men and women. That's right. Because I've had to counsel some men who was being physically abused by women. No, that's not the right piece. Disconnect. I don't care what y'all think, or they was good for a while. No, disconnect. We're talking about vibing with Vicky tonight, and we're going in and we're talking about these missing pieces and finding the right piece, because the whole message tonight is about waiting. When it didn't fit, that missing piece started moving on. We don't have a lot of time. Hi, Shirley. Hi, thank you for joining us tonight. We don't have a lot of time. We don't have that. Stop thinking that, I'm young, this and that. You want to enjoy that early while you're young, right? And build together. But that missing piece was like, nope, this isn't it. I'm moving on. But that's right. Wait. We got to wait. And that's the hardest part. And I'm going to tell you why. Because a lot of times we get invited to these these bridal showers, these weddings, different things, Valentine's Day thing. You start seeing all these love things. A lot of shows is love stuff. You can't even see commercials without it being love stuff. And the first thing you feel like, okay, I'm missing something. I'm not connected. I have friends that are couples, and I'll be hanging out with them. I don't feel like a third wheel. I feel like, okay, they're a couple. I still have yet to be connected, right? Because my husband recently passed, so I'm still healing. And that's the thing about when I talk about know yourself, know where you are. Do you need to heal? Have you been in a bad relationship now, so you need some time and distance away? Thank you, Clarence. He said, preach, preacher. Thank you. You need time and distance away from that so you can heal. Okay, be honest with yourself. I've seen people be in relationships. Let's talk about that missing piece. You're trying to make that thing fit. People aren't into the church like I'm into the church. It's not going to work. Okay, you into the club. I'm not into the club. That's not going to work. And, they'll say stuff like, you going to do your thing. You going to church. I'm going to do this. I want me a girl in the church. Well, I want a man doing what I'm doing. Are you willing to wait? Oh, I'm coming here for you tonight. Are you willing to wait? Don't you deserve to wait? You deserve to wait. You deserve to get the right person. I've seen people with these pieces, their pieces, right? And they're struggling on their own, and they got a piece that's not even helping out, not even giving them knowledge and wisdom on what the next steps would be. And you've heard me say this again, and it bears repeating. Don't focus on your missteps. Always focus on your next steps. Missteps will have you stuck. Missteps will make you stay connected to the wrong piece. Missteps will make you think you're not good enough. Let's catch a little bit more of this video once they connect it. And you want to take your time.
But all of a sudden,
okay, let's see what happens.
The missing piece began to grow and grow. Well, I didn't know you were going to grow. I didn't either, said the missing piece. I'm looking for my missing piece, one that won't increase. I
And want to get the echo off. We got a lot going on here. All right, Malik, I'm so glad you tuned in too. Oh, thank you, Evangelist Scott. She said she waited, right, until she received it. You tuned in. Great. I'm glad you tuned in. We're talking about waiting. We're talking about not being with the right piece. And, because there is a missing piece, something is missing. Have you ever been in a relationship, you in that relationship for a minute and you still feel lonely? Because something is missing. This time, the missing piece says something. When they get together, they're together for a minute. It seems like it's a good fit. That's going to happen too. I call that the counterfeit. And it takes some real strength to separate when you're in that kind of relationship because you've been there for a while. We've seen that. You can get that video on your own and watch it to the end. But that missing piece got to get connected to a bigger piece and thought, oh, yeah, this is it. You know why? This person got money. I got a little bit of money. They got connections. They networking. We collaborating. We doing great business together. They got family connections. Sometimes people have hidden agendas. That's what I'm saying. And I'm laying it on the table. Sometimes people want what you have or what you can do for them, not necessarily you. And how do you find those kind of things out? By spending time together. That's why I like that particular piece right there. And that little piece, they spent some time together and decided this is not going to work. That takes real honesty because when it's not going to work, you can still be friends. You can still be friends without all the intimacy and all that, just a pure friendship. And I have some male friends I have pure friendships with. And not only were they friends with me, they were friends with my ex-husband. Hey, Rhoda, thank you for joining us. Texas is in the house. We got Maryland in the house. We got Cincinnati in the house. North Carolina in the house. Buffalo is in the house. I thank you all for joining us. So look at this. Missing piece. Think I found the piece. I'm staying connected for a minute. Some people have hidden agendas. And guess what? It starts to come out. They'll start talking about it. And that's when you start deciding, is this going to work or not going to work? And you don't have to be nasty to disconnect. It could be, a peaceful thing. It could be reciprocated. Hey, this is not going to work, but we are going to be friends. And I'm not going to be jealous when I see you with someone else. I want to be happy for you as you be happy for me. Something else important happened in that little clip. In that little clip, it says, oh, you grew. I found, and we'll talk about this as time go on later on in some of these other podcasts, that people don't talk about the growth in a relationship. And I don't mean just the growth of material things and coming together, but the minds start to change, your values change, right? And not only that, but your body change as we get older. And people don't talk about that in relationships. They think, oh, the man is the man, the lady is the lady. I don't really want to tell him or her. They're not going to want to have anything. Yep. That's a very good point, too. Evangelist says some people outgrow. They do. And then you grow so much, you start to realize, man, this isn't a good fit. And sometimes you have to go to counseling to see how we're going to work this out. Because, if you've been married for years, you don't want to just divorce and, can we work this out some kind of way? Or can we not? Are we miserable where we are? And that's real honesty. And this is real talk. That's real honesty to say that, hey, I see I'm growing and this person isn't growing and we're not growing together. So we're no longer in agreement, not making any advancement. Wait. I want to say that. If you're in that relationship, that's a negative relationship, it's not working, you find yourself arguing more than you find yourself having joyous times, laughing, you don't find yourself planning a future and planning, you don't have dreams, they don't have dreams, you're not working toward a vision, this is not going to work. And it's okay to say, hey, this is not going to work. And don't blame the person. We got 5 minutes left. You got some more comments. I want to see what those comments are. Get them to me now. Please get those comments into me. And, so you got, time to talk to that person. Start evaluating who you are and where you are. Since I've been with this person, have I made any growth in my life? Have I made some advancement rather? Did I go back to school? Did I start my business? You know, is my thinking different? You know, how am I managing my finances? All of that is a part of who you are. And you got to be real transparent when you start the day. I'm going to tell a quick story right quick. I had my list down before I married my late husband, Dr. Robert C. Bennett. And I was like, you know, these are all the things I want in a man. I met him. I was like, oh, yeah, you know, smart guy. You know, he's working toward his PhD. He had his master's. I was finishing my last semester of my master's. And he gave me a book to read. Mind you, on my list it said, you know, I want an intelligent man, an educated person, one who can love me, love God, all this stuff. And he gave me a book to read. I said, what? He don't give me a book. He's not asking for my number. As I walked to the car, the Lord reminded me, check your list. And then I read on there, you know, educated man, da-da-da. Okay, let me read this book. So mind you, I had a paper to do. And so some said, read the book. I'm going to let you read it in enough time. And then I was able to comment back to him. And then we started talking. And we talked for like a year. And he proposed to me. And then we got married. Never kissed me or anything intimate. Because he respected me like that. And I respected him like that. Because people say, he respected me. Did you respect him? And I respected him like that. And so I said, you know what? I don't want to date this man. He's corny. And we laughed about it. We laughed about it all the time. You know, I can't believe you said that. I was like, I know. And so then that's when the Lord was like, okay, so what you everything else on your list he has. Everything on your list he has. What you're concerned about is cosmetic. And he was right. And I had to talk to him. I said, I'm going to take you shopping. I want you to have the kind of things I want you to wear. My mother said, if you don't like something, do something about it. Thank you, Larice, Evangelist Carr, the wonderful Dr. Bennett. So that I did. I took him shopping, and once we got in the car, he was all excited. I was excited. And then he said, you'll never have to do this for me again. And I'm going to be honest with you, he started picking out my clothes. That's how good he was at it. So, but that was being not saying something that would hurt him. And not saying it in a hurtful way, not saying it to degrade him, but I wanted to bring him up to another notch. And so did he me. So did he me. In my thinking and learning how to use my voice, because I would put my voice on hold to say, no, I'm going to be more passive about it. And everybody knows I have a very strong personality. But on my job, I had a more passive voice, be a fear of losing my job because I had to take care of things. But he showed me how to get a hold of that and use it properly. And I thank him to this day. So remember, tune in every Monday through Thursday at 6 o'clock p.m. at 9716 Studio. Thank you, cuz. Yep, do something about it, not talk about it. That's right, cuz. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I need those last minute comments. So at 6 o'clock Monday through Friday, thank you, brother-in-law. Clearing the Mist with Ken Hamilton on Mondays. Tuesdays, myself vibing with Vicky. Wednesdays, Faith Matters with Dr. Nasir Khan. And Thursdays, Mind Your Business with Nas. And remember, tune in to Nas 716. I want to hear those comments coming. You can text me even afterwards. Thank you so much, cuz. She said we love Rob dearly. He loved all of you too. And I want to hear any other subject you want me to give out, talk about, put on the podcast. I want to hear those. Send those comments. Please watch the rest of that video. Share it with your friends in the other groups. You can use that however I knew you would want a part two, my forever friend. She gonna push me. I just love that about her. What you say, cuz? Yes, God will give you whatever you ask. So be specific. You're right. Be specific because he did give me that. I thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you all. Remember, to the world, you might be one person, but to one person, you might be the world. Thank you for letting me share. Even after the show, tell your friends to tune in.